Well, it seems like I'm just going to be doing it in this singular one. Oh, I got it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to All the Mods 9 to the Sky. The reason I haven't been getting sugarcane is because I've been sieving the dirt through some gold. So, yeah, I had to make myself up a singular little iron one here to get what I need. But now that I have what I need, oh shush, I can put those away for now, and we can grow this sugarcane. There is a problem that I don't have anything underneath here to stop it from, yeah, okay, hold on. Let's just compact this back up, grab a bunch of this. This diamond one still has a decent amount on it, and let's see if this works. And, I gotta set it to all. There we go. Like this. Yeah. But how much did that actually do? Not that much. All right, we're gonna have to go around a few different spaces and get this covered. Maybe I can do it this way. And like that. Yeah. Just need to work out how to get in the middle. I guess through the middle. Ah. Okay. And done. Now it's fully filled in. And that means that I can, hopefully, wherever I want now, just make myself a little spot and we can fill it with water. So I can do this. Grow. Grow. It says it's fully grown. Ah. Wow, it takes a decent bit to grow that up. Interesting. Well, at least I can still speed it up slightly. Ah. All of that is really just to get me a single piece of paper, like so, that I can use to make this repair talisman. So I'm just going to grab a couple of these. I'm not sure exactly how much I need. We need some string. And what was it? Yeah, that's about it. Repair talisman. Now what this does is it restores 1 durability for every 1 second to items like this. See how that durability is slowly ticking up there? Same for the compressed diamond hammer here and my diamond paxel. It doesn't actually work for these ore hammers, but that's fair enough. Otherwise they would be too valuable. But this can just go over into my curio slot, belt slot. Where's the belt? There. And now it's out of the way and our tools are healing. It's like a slow version of mending. And with how much time we're going to be spending around this area, it makes sense. I won't have to worry about my durability anymore. Now, I am sick of this. I'm sick of these random chests around. I think it's time. It's time to do some storage. Also, oh wow, you're selling a beacon. I'll take that. Don't even know what I'd use it for, but I'll take it. Do the beacons have any additional effects in this? It doesn't look like it. Okay, well, you know, can't hurt. We'll keep one. So, if you notice my pickaxe moving like that, that is it regaining its durability each second. All of these things will do that over the time. The diamond wand is now fully fixed up, and we shouldn't have to worry about that breaking unless we're doing a ridiculous amount of work really quickly. We have been gaining a little bit of materials as I've been preparing for this episode, and it might be worthwhile just grabbing like a stack of the compressed blackstone and trying this out. We haven't actually done any of the blackstone yet, so how about we do this? Oh yeah, that's going to get us some really good stuff. Look at that ancient debris. And that black dye is really nice as well. Now we're talking. Now I probably need to put some blackstone and basalt in there so that it picks up all of that junk. Because there seems to be a lot of it. But yeah, 13 ancient debris, not too bad. And these magma cream are really handy too. We can use that to make a magma block, which is actually really nice for some of these things that we were talking about. I can get permanent stone, which would be nice, by setting up another one of those igneous extruders, as well as deep slate or basalt and stuff like that. Nice. Just getting access to stone without having to smelt it seems like a nice idea. Let's do the rest of this. And this is interesting. You actually get blackstone pebbles back from sieving the blackstone, which means that, yeah, you can make back blackstone and kind of, not completely, but, well, actually, let's see. I voided a couple accidentally until I realized, but if I put this in here and just keep doing that, we'll keep one in there so that I can add that. It's not entirely, but I can't remember how much I voided, but that's nearly 6 stacks back out of 9. That means you could get potentially up to 7 stacks back from doing this. Interesting. Either way, we got 26 ancient debris, a bunch of black dye, which is handy, and some magma cream. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to compress that back up, and we're just going to put it back in this system. And yeah, very nice. Now, I think it might be worth doing a stack of this stuff as well, and just seeing what we get from it. I might clear my inventory a little bit if I have space. Yeah, we're going to put this stuff away in here. And let's see what we get from an entire stack of crushed netherrack. Maybe after I sleep again. Ooh, pretty colors. We don't even have room for all of it. But you get a bunch of blackstone from this too. What is going on? Maybe I didn't even need to make that. Yeah, well, it's nice. Well, from a stack of compressed blocks, we also got about 7 blackstone remaining. So if you were working on this, you'd almost get enough blackstone to get what you need. Very cool. I guess at this point we may as well do the end stone too. Because why not? We did get a little over a stack of nether quartz. We got some more magma cream and a little bit of gold. Yeah, pretty nice. Plus these spores here, which I assume use on netherrack to turn it into warped nylium. Good to know. We're just going to put those away for now. And endstone. The reason I wanted to do that one is so that I get myself a bunch of eyes of ender without having to kill any blaze. But we are going to need some blaze pretty soon if we want to improve our power output. For now though, nice. A few goodies. And we might even put some of these in here. So with a little bit of experimentation out of the way, we know that we have some good materials there. It would be nice to set those up to just automatically generate that stuff and put it into a storage system, which is probably not a bad idea to build one. One thing I would like to do first though is just make something big. How am I going to do this? Oh. Well, that's okay. That's about how far you can go down with one of those, I suppose. Trust me, this will all make sense. Eventually. Ooh, jump boost. Okay. Let's get out of here. I should have lit it up. If there were ever something worth spending some gold blocks on, it's a mega torch right now. Okay. Hopefully they despawn pretty soon. No, this is not the biggest mob swimming pool you've ever seen, but hold. Let me just change that back to restrictions none. I really thought that this had more of a range, but it's actually only 128 blocks. I'm thinking of the one that takes a nether star that has 1,000. But if I do this, boop, how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Oh. See, I said it would repair unless we did a ridiculous amount of placing blocks at once. Silly me. I might need to go a little bit lower. Whoops. Oh, I love the way that sound happens. They obviously have a mod in here that creates that echo when you're in a big space. But, oh, I'm hungry. See the way that food echoed? That's great. All right, let's do that sideways. And you may be wondering what this is. Some may have worked it out by now, but yeah, this is, oh, I didn't quite have enough apparently. This is 23 blocks by 42 blocks. I went 42 because the meaning of life, but 23 by 42. And if we just pop up here to make sure I can get out safely, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 23 by 42 by 11 just so happens to be a little over 10,000 blocks. I'm going to make an infinite lava source because why not? It could be fun. And it means that if we ever need lava throughout this playthrough, we have it. Hence why I've got this thing set up. Now, it may seem ridiculous, but this is just going to be chugging away while we work on other things. I'm hoping that it should be low enough that I will not catch any of this on fire, but we're going to need a couple of things. And then I can let this run while we're working on a storage room. Ooh, is that a new guy? No. I've seen this one before. I'm going to need a couple of things. And one of those things, I don't think I have any yet. I'm going to need some sand for it. A little bit of sand there, a little bit of sand there. Let's see if we get any from just the 47. Oh, I think I saw one. Did I? I didn't. I'm looking for kelp, and I can get that. Yep, it is a 5% chance from sand through gold. Okay, good to know. Oh, I got random armor trims. Silence and coast. Nice. So I'm going to, oh my goodness, I'm just running out of storage right now. I might even literally need another chest. There we go. Just this one. Blech. But I'm going to make up just a handful more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And turn this into, oh, I got to change this back so that it is shapeless. There we go. Turn this into gravel, and then turn this gravel into sand. Hopefully we can get enough to make a dried kelp block. You'll see why in a second. Let's put away a few of these things, and we absolutely got enough of that. What quest is this? We got some bounty board stuff because I was dealing with some mobs. Oh boy. Oh, and I got some farming stuff too. But if I now go over to create, a few of you might already be picking up what I'm doing here, but just search through all of this to find a hose pulley. Let's just add that over there. I also want a hand crank. Where's that? Just there. And if we look at this, it requires a copper plate, copper casing, which is easy enough, a piece of copper onto some stripped log, and a dried kelp block. This requires some andesite alloy, which is easy enough to make. Surely I've got some andesite somewhere, right? We've got stuff in this tank for that. Andesite alloy. A log to strip. Hit that with a piece of copper. And a copper plate is just this. Oh, I don't have a hammer anymore. I've got exactly enough copper left over to make one though. Do. Boo. Copper plate. Oh, some gold I forgot about. Now, 9 of these cooked up, and we're in business. So, with a dried kelp block, we have a hose pulley with a couple of pieces of planks. We have a hand crank, and all together, what that equals is a pipe coming down here. I think we can use this pipe wrench here to rotate things. Hold on. Let's put that like that and instead go this way. Wait, how did I put it the same way both times? Well, I guess I'm making myself one of these. There's a wrench, and I suppose it might be worthwhile to make ourselves a magnet at this point too. I just need an Eye of Ender, which, yeah, that way we'll stop losing blocks. Now this can go in a charm slot, which is just over here. And I believe I have it set, yeah, H turns it on and off. So magnet on, very nice. Oh, so much better. Also, I lost my balloon, so maybe we should get one of those back. There we go. They're very helpful. So let's put that down, and then we can come over here and swap that around until it connects. Add this crank on there, and we just have to shift and allow this to go all the way down like so. And there we go. This is now connected up to my lava production. And as you can see, about once every second or so, we'll have to wait and see what it's like once this goes out and isn't full. Make sure these are all empty now. Okay, let's see what the rate looks like. About one every second or two. Do you see what I'm doing? This is going to fill up the entire base of that. Oh, the magnet's picking stuff up from there. Cool. It's going to fill up the entire base, and then we can crank this up one, fill up the next layer, and so on and so forth until this becomes a 10,000 plus block source of lava. The thing about these hose pulleys, if we ponder that, they can be used to fill or drain large bodies of fluid. With kinetic input, the height of the pulley's hose can be controlled. If we look at this, while fully retracted, the hose pulley cannot operate. Draining runs from top to bottom. The surface level will end just below where the hose ends. Filling runs from bottom to top, which is what we're doing, and it will not grow beyond a layer above the hose. When deploying the hose pulley into a large enough ocean, it will provide disposed fluids without affecting the source. So pipe networks can limitlessly take fluids from that. The beauty of that is, I don't know whether it actually says it here, but what it considers a large enough area is a 10,000 block source. So when this is filled, once the lava has fully filled, we are going to be able to pull infinite lava through one of these. And I don't know whether it's limited by this or more limited by what we can drain out of it. And some of the endgame pipes are pretty fast. We can probably pull a really, really big amount of lava out whenever we need. So I just wanted to get this ready so that it was slowly filling up as we work above. And probably not this episode, probably not the next. In fact, it's going to take a little while. If we assumed that it was filling one slot about every 2 seconds, let me do the math. Surprisingly, only 5.5 hours-ish. So as long as we keep on top of things and make sure we notice when it finishes filling a layer, move it up the next one, it shouldn't take that long. Okay, let's grab things. Now with this magnet, something becomes very easy, which is we can put that down somewhere and then break it and it comes straight back to us. I don't have to worry about losing it into the void anymore. So that's what this system was for, if that makes sense. It's going to fill up a very large container. Cool. Slow and steady. And a little bit silly too. Okay, let's start thinking about some storage. I'm going to make some space. Actually, I'm going to build the whole thing. Yeah. when I started to get into the groove of this, I started thinking about how I wanted to set it all up, and I just got lost in it. Sometimes that happens where you get into a good flow and start to put everything together. So I have a storage room now, a very nice, basic first storage room to get us started with some nice stuff. Now we have here an RF Tools storage scanner, which I have just connected directly to the storage controller. And as such, I have access to all of the things in here. I can take things in and out like so, put them away nice and easily. And I do believe there is a way for me to make some recipes or bring up a crafting table in here. Sort by amount is not a bad idea. I actually haven't used this one before, so it is all a little bit new to me. If we pop onto our little floating stick here, I'm just using the coal generator at the back here, and it is it's going to be enough for now, but we will start to work on some more serious power very soon. So I've been going through adding some upgrades as I can, obviously limited by the amount of resources that I have, and just going ahead and making sure I get it into a position that feels good. I think for the most part, I have got the things that will be sifted through our automation, but as we find new stuff, obviously that's going to clog up systems and we'll be able to add them to all of this. There's still a fair bit of space, some more room over here for some compacting if we need it, but I think this is pretty good. I think I can actually lower that range right down to like 2 and that'll be fine. Yeah, perfect. Down to 1 does nothing, but oh, there we go. 1 away. So I don't know exactly how to use the stuff in there, but for now, just being able to put stuff into this system and access it from here instead of finding the right drawer, I can take stuff out really nicely. Wonderful. Obviously, as soon as possible, I want to switch over to refined storage. We'll think about applied energistics as I go forward, but for me, refined storage is the one that I am used to. And so I'm going to stick with that until I'm a little bit further along. Just a simple refined storage system is going to make things a lot easier for me personally to keep running. Now, I haven't looked down here while doing all this. How's this going? Ooh, that's a layer. Amazing. There we go. Let's start on the next one. So that does work decently. Very nice. I should have been more aware of that. I really didn't think I'd been working on that area for that long. So we have only got to do that another 10 more times and that becomes infinite. And I think for the fun of it, I'm going to get into power and I'm going to try and make myself some magmators. Now these things can produce 40,000 FE or RF or whatever power you choose per tick. Now, obviously, getting into that, we are going to have to like get nether stars and stuff. There's some stuff we're going to have to do to get to that point. But if we have infinite lava, technically, if we got to the point where we could automate a nitro magmator, we could just stack up 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000 just over and over and have them all running within one chunk to kind of take us to about mid-game of power. It's a little bit different than what most people would do, I'm sure, but it seems like a fun use of things. I also love the way that that looks. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's great. I was surprised to see that so far along. Beautiful. Let's sleep. Oh, yeah. Definitely worth sleeping. You thought. So, we still have a few bits and pieces around, but more than likely, I think I'm actually going to move this sieving over onto there for when... oh. Okay. All right. I see how this works. Saved by the rain. Or not. Oh, we got ourselves a phantom membrane. That's nice. Can I make anything interesting with that? I could make elytra if I got a nether star. I'm thinking a little far ahead. Not that elytra is really on my list. But I think I'm going to move this over there just to clean it up and give each quadrant a bit more of a... ooh, thunderstorm. That means I can sleep it away. Give each quadrant a little bit more of a purpose. and also clean up the middle so I'm not running over all of that. So I'm going to break those. We're going to bring that up here. Oh, it was so smooth until then. And we'll fill that up with the gold. Because there are going to be some times where, especially if I'm setting up automation using the auto sievers, I'm going to be putting those at a higher tier. And some of the higher tiers of these sieves, they don't actually allow you to get certain items. So if I specifically want something that I can only get from a gold level sieve or below, then I will do it manually. The rest we can automate, I hope. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Actually, can I? No, that'll remove everything. I don't want to drop myself into the lava. This is interesting. That looks like it goes a lot faster than I originally expected. So I'm going to have to keep on top of that, and we will have access to it very soon. Also, man, this magnet is nice. I should have made it, well, I did make it about as soon as possible once I got some ender pearls. Okay, that is a lot nicer. I'm going to try and clean things up, but we need something for more generalized storage. Obviously, it's nice to have these individuals in here, but when I'm just making materials or collecting materials, it would be nice to have some, just some basic storage. Now, there's a few, speaking of storage, a few things that I can collect here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, some rewards. That's nice. The copper upgrades are really nice, actually. And a gold one. Fantastic. We could go through the sophisticated storage line and get ourselves up to netherite, especially after we make enough of this. If we get this this auto sieving over here, or is it the blackstone? I can't remember. Whichever one of those it is, if we get that auto, we can probably get as much netherite as we want. And that would mean we could make ourselves some netherite barrels to use as extra storage, maybe place them along the underside of here. We'll see how that goes. And of course, that would be accessible by this. Yeah, that will be decided over time. We'll get some of this stuff out. And of course, I can just double click on the storage controller and that goes straight over here. Ooh, that is not quite right. Let's just do that and make some copper nuggets, just in case. Okay, much better. So yes, I have gone through and added things like these pebbles, all of the different chunks that we get from sieving. And of course, now that we have some extra upgrades, I'm going to add that in there, probably that there. And, oh, hello. Ooh, Fortune 4. 1, 2, 3, stack of that. I actually also managed to get myself some. I didn't get some. Did I forget to buy them? Oh, man. I was going to say I managed to get myself some fancy diamond leggings, but maybe I just made the leggings while I was waiting and never ended up purchasing them before I killed the trader. I mean, what? No, I mean before the trader disappeared. But that one's really nice. That just made things a little bit more interesting. Now, all of these chunks can be fortune forward. And ores can be found while mining stone. Very interesting. I wonder. Let's just do a quick test of something. If it's stone that I have made, but I place it all down like this, and yeah, that will get me some different ores. I mean, it's not crazy because I already get those from sieving, but it is interesting. I wonder what the possible ore drops could be. If it gave me stuff that was out of the ordinary, then that would be very interesting. Good information. But I'm pretty happy with this. I think, did you have anything else? Oh. I think this is pretty good. This will work just nicely for our initial setup. There is room to add more as we get the higher grade of the sieves and whatnot. Oh, leads. Where'd those come from? Just put those away in there. But this is a good start. And we are getting things a little bit more in order. Very, very nice. I need some more food. Also, let's put away a few things. Cool. Now, some of these places over here I might use for the cooked ingots of ones that are less used. Obviously, I have these ones over here, which are fairly consistently used, and I wanted to make those into its compacted form. But for some of the stuff like the silver and the nickel and blah, 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 they can probably just be cooked up and placed in there. So they have access to storage over this side. Yeah. Also, I wonder if, let's, for example, what would we want to make that we actually have storage in here for? Kind of nothing that's craftable. I wonder if you want to craft something in here, you can do it by opening up this and say, for example, doing that. Yeah, okay. So it does work in combination with JEI over here, and you can just craft as many as you like a stack, 8, 1. Okay, good to know. Very cool. Is there a way to clear that? Probably doesn't matter. Let's just cook those up, put those away in here, and it's kind of reaching the point now where I think still no second cow. I know from killing a zombie earlier on that those do drop these things. I got a jump boost totem. That's nice. But I really don't want to kill that until I have another one to breed with. So maybe we need to make an altar. But I think it is about time for us to get into the nether and get a few essential items for progressing. That'll be next episode though. I hope you all enjoyed this one. We've cleaned things up a little bit. I am literally starving. I do not have any. I want to eat something good though, not apples. Steak. But we got some nice storage done. A couple of random bits and pieces. Why is that one? Ooh, this could be going faster too. Look at that. We just sped things up. But we got a couple of silly bits and pieces made. Yeah, look at that. And very shortly we are going to have enough lava for days. Look at that. That is flying along. So we'll keep on top of that and very soon have infinite lava. But I think I'm going to leave the episode here. We've achieved a nice little bit of stuff as I fiddle around. And in the next episode, we're going to try and maybe sort ourselves out some basic early game flight. What have I got in this that is showing up? A gold upgrade. Nice. Not again. But as I was saying, some early game flight, which I think it shows off in here. We might make our way through a couple of jetpacks. That would be cool. And get ourselves some items from the nether, specifically some blaze stuff that might help us get started with some more impressive power generation. Yeah. So maybe we try and get that power generation sorted first, and then the episode after that, begin on some automation of the sieving. I think that's a good plan. But I'm going to leave this episode here and say thank you very much for watching, and thank you to my Patreon supporters for your continued support. You folks are amazing. Genuinely means so much that you're willing to help me continue to do this full time. And also everyone who's been watching this series, thank you so much for the support and the love. I'm glad you're all enjoying it. And hopefully I can keep providing some good entertainment for you. So with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until the next episode, I hope you all take care of yourselves. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye, everyone.